All right, let's talk about three sums. So you are given an array nums, so you have to return a triple where nums I, nums j, nums k, such that I is not equal to j, is not equal to k, and j is not equal to k. And then the sum of the three numbers is actually equal to 0. So you have to return the possible value in the nums array, and then they do not contain a duplicate triple. So here's a question. So you have an unsorted array, right? And then if you have an unsorted array, that's not allowed. This is because you don't know how to move the pointer based on this unsorted array. If you have a sorted array, so I'm going to just quickly just write my sorted array. So -4, -1, -1, 0, and 1 and 2. So if I starting here, and starting here, so you are using 3 pointer based on this given value, nums I, nums j, and nums k, right? So one represent I, all right. So one represent I, and then one represent j, and then one represent k, right? And then basically you just have to move. If they are actually equal to 0, you are going to push the list nums I, nums j, nums k into a set because you do not contain a duplicate, right? And then if they are less than 0, which means the number is too small, then you have to move your j. And then if the number is too big, you have to move your k. And every time when j is less than k, you are going to just move your j and k, right? If j is equal to k, you are going to move your I to the right by 1 unit. And this is pretty much the solution. All right. So I'm going to use a HashSet. So I'm going to add a list of integer into my set. So I'm going to show this array. This is really important. And I'm going to traverse my array, and then the worst case for I is going to be what? This is I, this is j. What happened? This is I, this is j, this is k. So you are going to stop at this point for the worst case for I, right? So I plus 2 less than not so less, and then I plus plus. Alright, now I need to assign my j equal to I plus 1 and k equal to num star length minus 1. So they will store their default index, right? So while j is less than k, I need to what? I need to find out the sum for the current nums I, nums j, come on, and then nums k, right? Now if the sum is actually equal to 0, right? You can add a number into the set, right? So you can use the array like this. Numset I, comma numset j, comma numset k. Alright, else if sum is actually too small, right? You're going to increment your j. Else, this is going to be sum is greater than 0. You are going to decrement k. And then at the end, you can use the helper function for the array list. I'm going to return the array list, but in this array list, I'm going to pass in the HashSet. So this is actually going to return the list of the set of the value. So it's going to be list of lists. All right. Hope I don't get an error, but all right. I got a time limit exists. So here's a problem. If I add this number, right, I need to move my pointer because I already finished this iteration, right? If I add this number, I'm going to just increment my j, increment my k because I no longer need it, right? And sorry about the mistake, but whatever. And here we go. So this is going to be the solution. All right, so let's talk about time and space. This is going to be n log n, n represent the length of the nums. And then this is going to be all of n, right? The possible of the combination. It should be a combination, right? So it's going to be what? NCR, right? Yeah, you don't repeat beyond it. You don't repeat. So it's going to be NCR combination for the space complexity. And this is definitely time, right? So this is unlock, right? But I need to go through this. So this is all of them. This is all of them, right? And this is what? This is, I would say this is all of them. So it's going to be what? N squared and N squared for the time, and then combination for the space. And this is the solution. Now we'll see you next time. Bye.